Okay everyone, Carson and I are on vacation at Glacier National Park. We're at Logan Pass. We're going to do some looking around, film some stuff. We'll do a little panorama here so you can see the scenery all around us.
We are at the Continental Divide.
Parking spot in Logan Pass, but we lucked out and got one. As you can see, it's a pretty busy place. You need passes for the going to the Sun Road. We were lucky enough to get one of those also. You ready, bud? Yep. We are going to walk up to the visitor center here and take a look, and stay tuned. We'll show you what we see up there.
Glacier Yellowstone with my mom, my dad. Both sets of my grandparents. My dog, Chuck.
A lot of bands like ours. We saw a ground marmot.
Ground marmot? Where'd it go?
Right in there.
Oh, there's a
He posed for me on a rock.
marmot
Did he?
Yeah.
in there.
There he is. Hey, see him?
No, that ain't no marmot. That's a ground squirrel.
He poses.
That's either a marmot, ground squirrel, or a gray squirrel.
Not a gray squirrel.
No, it looks like, kind of looks like a gray squirrel.
No. Watch, he's going to come right out on here.
Here he
He's
comes.
looking at you.
There he
Hi,
is.
hi, bud.
Hi, sweetheart.
I am. Hi, buddy.
What are you doing? Huh?
What are you doing?
It's used to people. It's waiting for something to eat, I think. I don't have anything.
Okay, everybody, we are now at Logan Pass at the Continental Divide. The elevation is 6,646 feet. We're going to take a walk on the Highline Trail over there, and we'll check back in with you when we get on it. We just walked a little bit of the Highline Trail, and behind me is the view from going to the Sun Road in Logan Pass.
Pretty nice view, huh, bud?
Yep.
Was it worth the walk out here to see this?
Yeah.
Pretty easy to look at that, huh?
It's pretty hard to find a parking spot at the visitor center.
Yeah, we had to circle a couple times, but it was worth it. Hey, Joe.
Hi.
waterfall up that people are climbing. In the mountain, how are we going to get down?
I'm going to put it in manual shift in first gear. Look at that big waterfall up there. buck.
Hi everyone, we hope you enjoyed our video about Glacier National Park. This was our first visit to the park, and we learned a couple things along the way that we thought we would share with you. One of the things that we learned is that the main road going through the park is called the Going to the Sun Road. And in order to drive on this road, you need to have a vehicle reservation pass. And I'll tell you where to find this pass in just a few minutes. But this is the Going to the Sun Road, and it spans the entire midsection of the park here. Now, in order to get one of these passes, you have to go on to recreation.gov. So you'll need this pass if you're going to drive the full length of the park between the hours of 6 and 4 p.m. You can go into these areas after 4 p.m. and drive the road. The pass is good for 3 days, and to get the pass, you have to log on to recreation.gov. The pass only costs $2, but the problem is there's a very limited number of passes available. So there are 2 different time frames that you can get a pass for the date that you are wanting to go to the park. You can either log on to recreation.gov 120 days before the date that you are headed to the park. But if you miss that time frame, they issue some of the tickets on that 120 days before your date, but then they'll also release the rest of the tickets the day before you are headed into the park. So if you were headed into the park for September 1st, you would want to go on August 31st in order to get those tickets, that sort of thing. Now, you have to go on right at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, the day before you want to go into the park if you haven't gotten it on 120 days beforehand. And the passes are needed from May 27th to September 11th. Now, what I would recommend is that you go on to recreation.gov before you're actually going to start trying for this pass and set up an account, because that will slow you down a lot. And when we were trying to go, it was in July, the tickets sold out the day before within 3 minutes. So we had to be really fast in order to get one of these Going to the Sun tickets. So definitely make yourself familiar with this recreation.gov website. When you go on, just type in Going to the Sun reservation system, and it kind of walks you through what you need to do. But right at 8 a.m. Mountain Time, you'll see that your date will light up the day before, and that's when you have to start trying to push the buttons in order to get one of these passes. Another area of the park is a northern section of the park called the North Fork Road, or the North Fork Pass. You need a pass to enter this road as well, except it's only good for 1 day instead of 3 days. And you can enter the North Fork area after 6 p.m. So if you are not able to get one of these passes, you can still go onto this road after 6. Now, there are some places within the park that you don't need a pass. Most of these are on the east side. Many Glacier Valleys, Two Medicine Valley, Cut Bank, and the area right here between the St. Mary entrance and the Rising Sun, which is this little area, you do not need a pass in order to enter that section of the road. But like I said, these are beautiful views. Definitely want to check them out if you can. If you have a camping permit or reservation or a lodging reservation, or if maybe you're going on a commercial tour, you'll see these red buses going throughout the park. If you are doing something like that, you don't need a vehicle reservation pass. If you're a tribal member or a landowner, you also do not need a pass to get in. And I should say you don't need a vehicle pass. If you are riding a bike or walking, you also do not need a vehicle pass. However, you do need a park pass. So in addition to your vehicle pass, you need a park pass. A park pass is required to access any point in Glacier National Park, and it's not the same thing as the vehicle pass, so you'll need both. There are some annual passes you can get through the America the Beautiful pass site. There are senior passes. We did this one. We had our son with us who's in 4th grade, so he was able to get a 4th grade pass, and he actually got us in for free both to Yellowstone and to Glacier. So that was great timing for us that he was in 4th grade as we were headed out that way. You can also get just a Glacier pass if you're not interested in visiting other national parks. You wouldn't need one of these America the Beautiful passes. That's for several parks. You can just get a Glacier pass here. And that's all at the recreation.gov site as well. One area we enjoyed was Logan Pass, and it's a really pretty area on the Going to the Sun Road, but it gets really crowded. So we visited later in the day, and we had a lot better luck finding parking than when we visited earlier in the day. And Logan Pass has some little trails to walk through, some really pretty scenery to take pictures of. It has a little gift shop and some memorabilia, so you definitely want to check that out. For food, there are some resort areas within the park that offer meals. Some of these do require reservations, so you might want to check into that ahead of time. We packed a picnic lunch, and just found a spot to stop and eat, and there's a couple picnic areas available. Beautiful scenery, so that was something we enjoyed doing. I would also recommend visiting the nps.gov site, which is the National Park Service website. It has tips, up-to-date information about the park. It has Going to the Sun Road information as to when it's going to open or when they think it will open based on the weather. I know this year, which was July of 2022, when we went, the entirety of the Going to the Sun Road did not open until July because they had so much snow they couldn't get it removed throughout the Logan Pass area. So it was kind of late this year, but I believe usually they have the road open in June. So if you visit these websites, they'll just give you some more up-to-date info on what you need to know before you go. But really enjoyed visiting here. It's a beautiful, awe-inspiring place, so I hope you get out there and do that as well. All right, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye.